Mike Bierman substituting for Mike Schroed. Mike was unable to make the trip today. Joined alongside me tonight is Andy Waterman. Southern Illinois coming off a huge conference home win against Creighton, and Tony Young was huge to that success.
Tony Young was absolutely instrumental in that win. He had 18 points in 16 minutes. Matter of fact, he's been averaging 17 points a game in conference play, opposed to his 8.5 points per game in non-conference play.
Defense has been critical to Southern Illinois' success, but it also has for Illinois State.
Illinois State, when they hold their opponents under 60 points, is 8-2. However, when their opponents break that 60-point barrier, they are a dismal 0-8.
One guy the Salukis are going to have to look after today is Greg Dilligard.
Greg Dilligard is the only player for the Illinois State Redbirds that averages in double figures in points, and he also averages 2 blocks a game. It's going to be huge.
Southern Illinois comes into this game 15-5. Illinois State 8-10. We'll have your starting lineups and the opening tip-off next. Support for this program comes from First Cellular of Southern Illinois, by Old National Bank, the Southern Illinois Collegiate Common Market, Saluki Central, the Furniture King, Vogler Motor Company, Tres Hombres, Banterra Bank, the SIU Alumni Association, 710 Bookstore, and the Saluki Connection. Your Anheuser-Busch distributors, BNG Venegoni Distributing, Golden Eagle Distributing, and Venegoni Horel Distributing, LLC, and by SI Cosmetic and Family Dentistry. Well, now for the starting lineups for the Southern Illinois Salukis. Tony Young will start at guard for the Salukis, followed by Jamal Tatum and Brian Mullins. Randall Falker and Matt Shaw are the forwards.
Matt Shaw is going to be key in this game. He comes into this game shooting 60% from three-point land. We'll continue to see if that progresses.
And now for the Illinois State starters. It will be Brandon Holtz, a guard from Bloomington, Neil Plank, Nadu Oneku, Greg Dilligard, and Dinma Odiakosa.
As already mentioned, Dilligard is going to be a big part of this Illinois State offense and defense with his blocks, so he will be a huge cog in the machine for the Illinois State Redbirds.
Recapping what happened last Tuesday night, Southern Illinois going against Creighton. They got their home winning streak, the longest MVC home winning streak of all time, eclipsing Cincinnati and Oklahoma State with 42.
And SIU Arena was packed that night. You could not find an empty seat in the house. Matter of fact, the student participation was about 2,000.
The SIU defense comes into this game ranked third in the nation with the fewest points allowed at 55 points per game. And their leader so far during conference play has been Tony Young, averaging 15 points a game since the conference started, only behind Blake Aherns of Missouri State. And the fans are getting on your feet, as you can see. Lots of fans packed into this arena, the Redbird Arena. Something unique about this arena here, they have a white roof, and every single seat in the house has seats, no bleachers.
Matt, the Salukis are the only team in the MVC with a winning record at Redbird Arena, going 10-8, and they are also 68-58 in the all-time series with Illinois State.
And first, we'd like to give thanks to First Cellular, allowing you to make a difference in the lives of underprivileged youth in Southern Illinois. First Cellular is collecting used cell phones that help fund Southern Illinois University's Saluki Kids Academy. Details about cell phone recycling online at firstcellular.com. SIU trying to get their second game winning streak going here, trying to get 2 in a row. They kind of went on a little bit of a bump there, lost 2 to Northern Iowa and Missouri State. It's going to be a tough game like always when they're on the road, Andy.
It's always tough when you're on the road, especially in college basketball. However, the Salukis have won the last 8 meetings against the Redbirds.
That's right, and they're going to be going for their 4th series sweep in a row. If they could find a way to beat Illinois State here today, they will end up sweeping for their 4th straight time. They have won 3 straight here at Redbird Arena. They won 1 on a neutral site. Salukis are led by Chris Lowry, 7th youngest coach in the NCAA at the age of 33.
Sorry to step on your toes there, Matt, but thus far, Illinois State is coming off their highest offensive output of the season with 75 points. Before that game, they came off their lowest output of the season, 44 points against Southern Illinois. So they're looking to get a little redemption here today.
And we talked a little bit about Greg Dilligard at the beginning. He's averaging 10 points a game, the only player on Illinois State's team who averages double digits in points. And you see Chris Lowry there getting ready for the game to be underway. Randall Falker will take the tip. The Salukis in maroon and white. Salukis at midcourt waiting for Illinois State to come out as the players will shake hands. The traditional Missouri Valley Conference. Your officials for this game will be Steven Skiles, Brad Gaston, and Terry Oglesby. And the tip-off is set to be underway. And Matt Shaw gets the tip-off. Tatum stops and shoots and gets to go. Salukis take an early 2-0 lead.
That looked like it might have been from a 3-point land, but the ref said nope. He stepped on the line. It's only a 2-point basket.
Neil Plank with the ball. Guarded heavily by Brian Mullins.
And Brian Mullins actually comes in as the leading defensive player for the Salukis, having 57 steals already this season.
Plank thought about the 3, but then passed up on it. Brandon Holtz went for the 3, couldn't get it, but the rebound, and it is good. Odia-Kosa got the rebound, and Salukis just couldn't block out there. This Illinois State team does like to press. And Jamal Tatum decides to pop a 3 of his own. He has the first 5 for the Salukis.
Tatum looks like he is absolutely on fire right now. That ankle does not look like it's a problem.
That's right, Tatum left the Creighton game on Tuesday with the ankle injury, but he did come back. That's a 5-second violation. They held onto the ball too long. Southern Illinois ball. Illinois State caused the first turnover of the game. SIU ball. Tony Young to inbound. As I said earlier, this Illinois State team likes to press.
They definitely do like to press. Actually, right now they're holding their opponents to a 37.9 field goal percentage. That is the second best in the MVC, of course, right behind the Southern Illinois Salukis.
Matt Shaw trying to get open down low. Couldn't get the hook to go. Illinois State's ball. Illinois drives it up court. Holtz goes for 3 and he hits it. And Holtz, they're going to call it a 2. They say his foot was on the line. A 2-point basket. Holtz, a Bloomington, Illinois native, grew up right here by Illinois State. There's Tony Young. We all know what he could do, but he couldn't get that one to hit.
Nice
Plank.
Rebound by Randall Falker there.
Plank misses the shot. Wesley Clemens looks to be checking in to come into the game. Good good to see Jamal Tatum out there playing after that ankle injury.
It is great to see him out there. And one thing the Salukis are also going to have to concentrate on this game is turnovers. Last game, they threw a lot of turnovers away to Illinois State. They're going to try not to do that this game. As you see Tatum go for 3 and he misses it.
Mullins was lucky to find Tatum there, but Tatum couldn't get the shot to fall. Illinois State 3-7 in conference. Neku gets the rebound. And this is they get the rebound and 2 points. And Illinois State takes the lead 6-5.
And now you hear this place start to get loud.
Chris Lowry gets out of his seat after that, trying to direct the Salukis. Nice job by Shaw there.
Shaw got wide open, Tatum found him, and there was nothing but the bottom of the net. Tony Young is playing absolutely tenacious defense on Plank.
Steal by Tatum. And they're going to slow it down here and bring the ball up court. Tatum with the ball. Falker looking for somebody, posts up, gets the bucket and the foul. Huge bucket right there. And we're going to go to our first media timeout right now. Salukis up 9-6 right now. Randall Falker's going to come back, shoot a free throw here. Falker on the year is a 50% free throw shooter.
And for that, you'd like to have your big men shoot a little better than that due to the fact that they're fouled a little more since they're inside. Here we have the basket by Falker as he gets it to go with the foul.
Exactly what the big man's supposed to do, take it up strong. And he gets the conventional three-point play. Salukis up by 4.
All right, here we see Vandelo just pass it off. He gets it back. The Illinois State Redbirds are trying to create something, but the Salukis' defensive half-court set is absolutely strangling.
Neku into the ball game as well. Vandelo shoves off Falker and gets to go. Interesting note about Vandelo. The last 3 games, he has scored 10 points. Falker finds Shaw on the screen and he gets fouled. And another bucket. He's going to go and shoot free throws as well. And Shaw, Andy, is one of the best free throw shooters on this Saluki basketball team.
That's right, Matt. Shaw is actually right behind Tony Young. He is second on the team in free throw percentage.
Shaw from Centralia, Illinois. And Illinois State gets the rebound. Travis Wallace from St. Louis, Missouri in the game.
The crowd wants a foul on Shaw, but it doesn't look like they're going to get it as he was playing tenacious D on Mike Vandelo. They're going to get the foul there, though, as a loose ball call is going to go against Wesley Clemens.
Dana Ford also checks into the game for Illinois State.
Looks like Wesley Clemens is a bit shooken up there from that loose ball foul, but he's going to stay in and continue to play.
Travis Wallace with the ball. Finds Vandelo.
Vandelo has the ball again. He's been a very good.
Nice pass by Vandelo there. Found Dana Ford. Ford gets the the bucket. Ford, on an interesting note, Andy, born in Carbondale, Illinois. Played at Egyptian High School. Tony Young now with the ball. Falker swings it to Mullins. Tony Young spots up. Can't get it to go. Illinois State's ball.
Falker almost had that rebound, but it just got slapped out of his hands, and now it's ISU ball.
They're going to call traveling there. SIU ball. Jamal Foster is going to be coming into the game for Matt Shaw. Northern Iowa right now losing to Drake by 1 at the half. Wichita State to play at 6:05. Bradley and Evansville, that game is set for 7:05.
And Wichita State will play at Creighton at 6:05, Matt.
Brian Mullins to bring up the ball.
Nice ball movement by the Salukis thus far in the half-court set.
Tony Young, he's a 39% three-point shooter.
Foster kicks it back out to Clemens.
Also in Big Ten action tonight, Illinois taking on Purdue. Tony Young puts up a shot there at the end of the shot clock, couldn't get it to go. Travis Wallace pushes the ball up floor, trying to set the offense. Oneku with the ball now, guarded by Mullins.
Dyer has also come into the game for the Illinois State Redbirds, number 32. He is being guarded by Randall Falker.
Tony Young on Wallace. They're going to call another foul on Clemens. That's his second of the day already. Not a good start for Wesley Clemens, Andy.
It's fortunate that Wesley Clemens right now is only a reserve player. However, if Tatum gets in foul trouble, then there might be a problem.
And Tatum comes back in for Clemens since he's in a little bit of foul trouble now. As I was saying earlier, Purdue and Illinois doing battle. Bruce Weber's Illini against Matt Painter's Boilermakers, something Southern Illinois fans have been watching out for. The Illini up 22-18 right now.
Dana Ford gets it out to Holtzman.
Falker gets the rebound. Mullins will bring it up court.
Tatum's looking for the open man, not finding much, so he decides to take it out.
Playing a zone defense right now, Illinois State is, and Tony Young puts up the shot and makes it with the hand in his face, something that Southern Illinois fans are used to seeing.
And that is Tony Young's first three-pointer of the game.
Vandalo fakes the shot. Falker gets the rebound. He'll just push the ball up floor with Tatum.
The Salukis are trying to increase their lead.
Young's open in the corner. Can't get it to go. They're going to call a foul on Illinois State there. That's going to be on Dana Ford. And now we're going to go to another timeout. We'll be back shortly. Support for this. Southern Illinois leading this game 15-10 right now. That last foul was called on Dana Ford. Salukis will have the ball. They're going to inbound it on the baseline.
It looks like Falker has been taken out, and Matt Shaw has come in along with Tony Boyle.
Shaw guarded heavy by Vandalo up top. They know he can shoot that three.
Yeah, it used to be a secret, but not anymore.
Young hits the back iron. Ford pushes the ball up floor.
Austin Brooks has also come into the game. He's been a defensive threat as of lately, too. He had a couple pickpockets on Mathis a couple weeks ago, and a couple games ago in Creighton.
And there's another 5-second violation, the second on the night. And Andy, we haven't heard much about Greg Dilligard, the leading scorer for Illinois State so far.
Thus far, Greg Dilligard has tried to post up, but they're just not getting the ball inside to him.
Salukie's doing a good job down low right now. Shaw drives in, kicks it out to Young. They'll reset here.
Salukis aren't getting much movement right now.
That's going to be a kick ball there. He put his foot out in front of Shaw. There's a lane open, and he closes up with his foot. You can't do that, and that should reset the shot clock as well if that's a kick. But it looks like as of right now, they have the shot clock at 15 seconds for the Salukis. Nice shot by Tatum right there.
That was a nice use of the backboard by Tatum as the Dogs go up by 7.
Refs seem to be calling this game tight, calling one on Austin Brooks there. Another hand-checking foul.
And there's another one of SIU's reserve guards. They cannot get those reserve guards into foul trouble, or else there are going to be problems.
Neil Plank with the ball. Senior for the Redbirds. Danaford spots up for 3. Brandon Holtz gets the rebound, and he's going to get fouled by Tony Young. They'll be shooting 2.
You're right, Matt. So far, these refs are calling this game tight. That didn't look like it could have been too much of a foul, but they called it.
I take that back. He won't be shooting 2. I lied. He's going to be on the floor. Plank to inbound the ball. That's going to be a push in the back on Shaw. Dilligard beat him to his lane. Shaw tried to compensate for it there.
Thus far, Shaw's done a great job on Dilligard. However, there he just couldn't get the positioning, and Dilligard got the foul.
15 foul for the Salukis right now, and Brian Mullins is going to come into the game. Coming in for Tony Young.
Well, you're not losing much defensively there as Mullins come in. He's been great pressuring the ball lately.
57 steals coming into this game. Tatum and Young combined had 66. Tony Young thought he had the block there, but they're going to call a foul on him as well. Holtz driving, not afraid to go into the lanes. Now he'll be shooting 2.
Yeah, Tony Boyle thought he had the shot blocked, but it wasn't clean. He got some of the body, and now it looks as if Plank will go to the line. Actually, they're going to call it on the floor, and Redbirds fans are angry.
I definitely thought that one was going to be free throws, but the refs thought otherwise. Fans want the free throws, as you can see. 16 fouls already for the Salukis. 11 minutes into this first half. The refs are going to discuss this one. And now they're going to say they're going to get the free throws there.
Yeah, that makes the Redbird fans happy.
Holtz, a 50% free throw shooter on the year.
Holtz is a 6'4" freshman, but he only has 1 turnover every 40 possessions.
And that's huge when he plays the amount of minutes he does. He plays over 20 minutes a game for the Redbirds. And you have guys that can't turn the ball over. That's very good. Now for the second. And he makes it. 17-11 Salukis. Still up by 6. The Redbirds look to pressure some more. Brian Mullins breaks through 2 defenders and he throws the ball away. Just when we got done talking about how Holtz doesn't turn the ball over, Mullins does just that.
Well, Mullins was pressured there by the Illinois State full court. Tried to break through 2 defenders, got it, but then just threw the ball away as he was trying to get it ahead of Tatum.
And Dimna Odiakosa is going out of the game now for the Redbirds.
And it looks like he is replaced by number 32, Levi Dyer.
He's playing tough defense. They're known for that tough man-to-man defense. 8 seconds on the shot clock right now. Illinois State has to hurry to try and get one of this off here. We saw Matt Shaw do that a couple times against Creighton on Tuesday. Plank does it right there.
Plank does it right there, and the Illinois State fans are getting loud.
And Lowry wants a timeout right now. The fans are starting to get into this, Andy.
They definitely are starting to get into it. The Redbirds have now cut the lead to 4.
Lead down to 4. Southern up 17-13 with 8.5 left to go in the first half. In their earlier meeting at the arena, Southern held the Redbirds to just 18 points in the first half. That was the lowest total all year that Southern's allowed an opponent in the first half. They look to be around that same pace right here.
They look to be around it, Matt, but with still 8.5 minutes left to go, there is definitely a possibility for some big runs by either team.
And we see some Southern Illinois fans in attendance for this game, made the trip up from Carbondale to get to Bloomington. Tatum will inbound the ball now. See if the Salukis can get something going here. Passing the ball around a lot right now.
They are passing the ball around a lot, but Illinois State has got great defensive pressure going as we speak.
Tatum for 3, no good. Boyle gets the rebound, off, throws it to Brooks. Shaw spots up, can't get it to go. Another couple of open shots. The Salukis can't get the ball. With the ball right now. Billigard, first time we've really heard his name tonight. Plank open, and he drains it.
You cannot leave Neil Plank that wide open. If you do, he will nail it right in your face.
That cuts the lead to 1. Crowd back into it again. Salukis break the press.
Salukis are still trying to find something offensively. They haven't had an offensive point in a couple minutes now.
They're still going to call it Southern Illinois ball, and we're going to go to our next media timeout as the Southern Illinois Salukis are ahead by 1, 17-16. We're back. Southern Illinois up by 1. 7 minutes to play in this first half. 12 seconds to go on this shot clock here. So they don't have a whole lot of time to pass the ball around and try and find an open shot.
Into the Salukis, number 14, Randall Walker, and number 15, Tony Young.
4 seconds on the clock. I don't think they realize it. Didn't look like the Salukis thought it might have hit the rim, but the ref didn't say so, and it's going to be a shot clock violation. Illinois State ball.
And now you hear chants from the Redbird fans coming down out of the stands, the air ball chant. Right now, Tatum leads the Salukis in scoring with 7 points. He has 7 of the 17 points for the Salukis, most of them coming in the first few minutes of this game.
Dana Ford guarded by Tony Young.
Right now,
Billigard goes up for the shot, misses. Southern Illinois and Falker rebound it. Mullins is going to slow things down here.
Falker was ready to run the floor as Mullins gets it back to him.
Young couldn't handle that pass there. Fans wanted a double dribble. up again and hits it. Second three.
Fans were chanting air ball, but Tony Young did not give them that chance to chant air ball as he nails the three-pointer from the corner.
Salukis up by 4. Tatum fell down there, but Ford didn't want to take that shot.
Walker gets a nice box out in the rebound as Mullins brings it up the floor.
Mullins looking for the open guy, swings it around the Falker. Stops and pops it. He can go with it. A long rebound by Mullins. He's going to reset and pass it over to Tatum, see if they can get to it. Shaw wants the ball. He's pointing to himself right now. There's a mismatch. He's on Dana Ford. Double teams and he gets fouled.
It looked like he got held there by number 42, Dima Odiakosa, as he goes up for the shot.
43, Dana Ford. That's his second personal foul.
As we said earlier, Shaw, 85% free throw shooter, and right there he goes up with the foul. He's going to shoot 2 right here. At one point he made 14 in a row this season. He gets that one to go. Southern a 5-point lead.
And right now the leading scorers for the Illinois State Redbirds are Plank with 5, Holtz with 3, and Ford with 2.
Second of 2 for Matt Shaw.
So far, a low-scoring affair. Shaw gets the second to go. SIU up by 6 again. Travis Wallace brings the ball up court.
The fans want to reach in from Mullins, but they're not going to get it.
Is open, but decides to drive in. And they're going to call an offensive foul. Falker standing his ground. Saluki ball.
Falker executed that perfectly. He got right into the lane, planted his feet, and if you could say so, played it out to where he got the offensive foul called.
Something this Saluki team's known for, their gritty play. Putting their bodies on the line. Falker did just that there. Shaw couldn't handle the pass, and they're going to call it Illinois State ball. Dilligard coming back into the game. Mike Vandelo comes out.
Looks like Holtz will take the ball out of bounds for the Illinois State Redbirds on this possession.
Dilligard wants to play run for him right now. Tony Young gets the steal. Looks like it's going to be out of bounds. Illinois State ball again. Tatum couldn't quite get the ball.
He tried to get to it, but instead he just tipped it out of bounds.
So Illinois State's going to come back up the court again.
Tony Young tried to get that steal and threw it back in for anyone. However, it will be Illinois State's ball once again.
Nobody had backside help right there. Falker couldn't get the backside help, and Dilligard gets the bucket and the foul. And we are on our last media timeout for the half. SIU 22, Illinois State 18. Dilligard now to shoot his free throw. That will cut it to a 1-possession game here. Saluki's up by 3.
And we have a couple scores for Saluki fans that might be of interest. Northern Iowa is trailing Drake 39-36 with 10:29 left in the second half. And Illinois is leading Purdue 35-27 at the half.
Dilligard with the rebound. Illinois trying to push the ball up court, find somebody open. Now they'll go to the set offense here. Dilligard wants the ball. Drives in the lane. Shaw with the rebound. Salukis pushing the ball up floor now. Tony Young coming into the wing. Mullins spots up for the three. Off the back iron.
Brian Mullins thought he had the wide open shot there, and he did. He just couldn't get it to go.
Holtz coming up on the screen right now, but they give it to Dilligard.
SIU's defense is still giving Illinois State fits. They can't really get much in their offensive half-court set.
Nice defense there by Shaw, and Tatum gets the loose ball. He's going to slow things down, wait for Falker to get back up. Big man looks a little bit tired right now. 20 to go on the shot clock, 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the first half. Tatum passes up the shot. Tony can't get the three. Falker with the rebound. Job is sticking with the ball. Salukis have 7 team fouls. Illinois State with 5. Salukis foul any more, they're in the bonus. Illinois State will be. And it'll be Illinois State to inbound the ball. Levi Dyer in the game with the ball. Passes it down to Dilligard. He gets the bucket. Puts the lead to 3 again. A minute and a half to go in the first half of play. Ball down to Falker. This is it out to Mullins. Tatum with the 3. Gets it to go. Looks like they're calling it a 2. Said his foot was on the line. 26-21, Salukis. Dilligard down low. They've really been getting the ball to Dilligard down low in the past 5 to 6 minutes of this first half. Tatum can't handle the ball, but Mullins recovers it. 44 to go on the game clock, 25 to go on the shot clock. About a 15-second differential. And ball is turned over there. 30 seconds to go. The shot clock is turned off. But there is a foul on the play.
Dilligard got it ahead to Cruz, but Cruz was fouled before he went up with it. And actually, they're going to call that he was going up with it, so he'll get to shoot too.
Salukis have 8 team fouls. Number 23, Mark Cruz, to the line for the Redbirds. 2 shots.
Mike Cruz, 1 of 2. Averages about 50% from the free throw line.
As you see, he also averages 2.3 points per game.
For the Redbirds, number 42, Antonio Costa, 51, Ryan Carlwell.
Ryan Carlwell and Dinu Odiakosa are coming back into the game for this final 27.5 seconds.
And it looks as if Nadu
All check in for the Redbirds.
Nadu Oneku will replace Holtz.
Oneku, born in Nigeria. As Cruz goes to shoot, free throws. Gets it. Salukis up by 4. Andy, you would think they would hold off for the final shot of the half.
You would think they would. There's the shot clock is off now. There's only 27.5 seconds left. It looks like Mullins is just going to slow it down and wait for the last shot of the half as the Salukis lead by 3.
Seconds left. Tatum driving. Rebounded by heave. It's too late. And the Salukis are going to go into the half with a 5-point lead. Southern Illinois ahead 28-23. Held them to 18 in the first half at SIU Arena. Holding them to 23 here.
Right now, this isn't a very high-scoring affair, but as we said before, these are two of the best defenses in the conference.
And you can see Falker sticking with the play there around a bunch of Illinois Redbird defenders. He gets those final points of the half. Southern Illinois up 28-23. Now we're back. Southern Illinois up by 5 at the half, 28-23. 3 of 11 from three-point range. Illinois State made just 1 in the first half. 3 of 4 from free throws. Illinois State made just 1 more. Turnovers about even. SIU with 5. Illinois State with 6. Andy, leading scorers for the Salukis?
So far, the leading scorer for the Salukis are Jamal Tatum with 9 points and 2 assists. However, the big player thus far for the Salukis is Randall Falker. He's got 7 points and 7 rebounds. Looking for that double-double for the Salukis.
Field goal percentage is about the same for both teams in the first half. Southern Illinois had shot at a clip of 42%. Illinois State at 45%. And we're going to look at some replays here. The best plays from the first half. Randall Falker got that nice lay in there with time winding down in the first half. That gave the Salukis their 5-point lead. Other things to throw out there, we saw the 3-point statistic. Turnovers, 6 for Illinois State, 5 for Southern Illinois. And Brian Mullins had a couple of assists as well in the game. Tony Young, Brian Mullins, and Jamal Tatum playing a lot of minutes, 18 out of the 20 they each played in the first half of play.
A few other notable statistics. SIU and Illinois State both tied with points in the paint. They both had 10. Illinois State had 7 points off of turnovers. Southern had 5. And second chance points went to Southern Illinois with 6. Illinois State had 5. Bench points. Southern Illinois had no bench points. Now that is key. Illinois State had 6 bench points.
So it's the Salukis 28-23 ahead at the half. Jamal Tatum leading the Salukis with 9 on the night. Tony Young with 2 turnovers. He has the most for the Salukis at this point. Greg Dilligard, the guy we talked about who averaged 2 blocks per game, has 1 in the first half of play. So does Matt Shaw. Steals just about even. Southern only had 2 in that first half of play. 1 by Tatum and 1 by Tony Young. Known for Brian Mullins, the leader in steals for this Saluki team with 57 coming into this game. Something really amazing. You hear a lot about Tony Young, his nickname, the Secretary of Defense. He has 33 steals. Undoubtedly, they put him on their best player. But a lot of people don't know how good of a player Brian Mullins is defensively.
Defensively, Brian Mullins has 57 steals on the season, as we have already said. And Tatum and Tony Young only have 66 combined. So Brian Mullins is up there as far as defensive intensity goes.
And we've seen in past games, free throws have been what have killed the Salukis. They haven't got as many attempts as the other team. So far, like we showed you earlier, it's even. Salukis ahead 28-23. As we get set to get underway for the second half of play. Oneku to inbound the ball. Holtz lost the ball. Tony Young got it back. He's going to push the ball up floor and bring it back out.
Yeah, Holtz there was going to shoot that jumper and just lost control of it, and Tony Young was right there to scoop it up.
Shaw dishes it down to Falker, down low. Kicks it out to Young and nails home the 3. SIU up by 8 now.
And dating back to that Falker lay-in at the end of the half, the Salukis are on a 5-point run.
Neku down low, posted up against Young, and they're going to call a foul on Young there. That is his second on the night. That is Tony Young's second foul. Still in good shape.
Redbirds have free throws coming. Nuku at the line for 2 shots.
So Nuku to shoot 2 free throws. Makes the first.
As you saw, Nuku is a 58% free throw shooter this season.
Nuku, born in Nigeria, then came over to the United States with his family when he was a child. That'll cut the lead down to 6 here, early in the second half of play. And they're going to trap Mullins, but he gets the ball out before they could. They found Falker open, but he couldn't get the ball in the basket.
Falker was wide, he just could not get that layup to go.
3-second violation on Illinois State. Another turnover. Saluki basketball.
It looks like that 3 seconds going to be on freshman Dima Odiakosa.
How's that for a name, Andy?
That is a nice name. Say that 5 times fast.
I don't think I want to do that. I'd make myself look silly. Falker gets another basket and the foul. He's going to be going for his second 3-point play of the night right here.
If Falker gets this free throw to drop, he will be in double figures in scoring. You don't see that too often from Falker, but right now he's having a great game here tonight.
A great game. He's really come on starting in conference play, just like Tony Young has as well. Tony Young averaged 8.5 points before conference play started. Since then, against conference opponents, 17 points per game. As Falker gets that one to go, Salukis up by 9.
With that 3-point play, the Salukis are now on an 8-point run here against the Illinois State Redbirds.
Falker comes off his man. And Falker gets the rebound.
Mullins decides to push it up the floor pretty quickly.
Finds Tatum out there. Shaw open in the corner. He's going to shoot it. And he gets to go. And Illinois State is going to call a timeout, a 20-second timeout. They're actually going to make it a full here. 11-0 run. 11-0 run by the Salukis. Up by 12 now.
And you hear the SIU fans that have made the trip from Carbondale are making their SIU chants. They are fired up.
Illinois State coach Porter Moser can't be happy at this point. As you see Shaw's shot right there. Gets it to go. He's been doing very well from beyond the 3-point line, especially in the past 5 games, Andy.
He definitely has been. Against Evansville is when he started to pick that up, that 3-point shooting up. And right now, when you have a big man that can shoot the 3, that is a very big threat.
Shaw ranks second in the Valley in 3-point percentage at 55%. And as we said earlier, shooting 60% in those last 5 or 6 games from beyond the arc. He really started to light it up on that road trip at Northern Iowa, and since then, they've really gone to him, and teams are really starting to respect him.
Teams are definitely starting to respect him. They're sticking him into their game tapes because they know when you have a big man that can shoot the 3, you can't just sag out on him. You have to get up on him and play defense, or not, he'll just pop it, because as of late, he has been accurate.
Right now, the only noise really being made is either by the Illinois State fans or the SIU fans that traveled up from Carbondale for the game. 11-0 run by the Salukis.
And making up that 11-0 run is a 3-pointer by Shaw, which you just saw, a 3-pointer by Tony Young, a 3-point play by Randall Falker, and then the 2-point play dating back to the end of the first half when Falker cleaned up Tatum's layup for the nice layup himself.
And we just saw some not so very happy Illinois State fans at this point, at this juncture of the game.
Well, Matt, it's not easy to be happy when you're down by 12 at home against a defensive team like the Southern Illinois Salukis.
Illinois State, not bad defense themselves. They're second in the Valley in fewest points allowed a game behind SIU. Onuku with the ball, finds Mike Vandalo, and he hits it. That breaks the 11-0 run by the Salukis and cuts the lead to 9.
Mike Vandalo has come on as of late for the Illinois State Redbirds. He is just a
freshman. But he's playing very well, averaging 10 points in his last 3 games. Tatum looking to drive, he stops and tops the shot. Shaw tried to get the rebound but couldn't quite get a handle on it, and it's going to be Illinois State bringing the ball up here. Fans not used to seeing this type of defense being played, wanting fouls called all the time here on this Saluki defense.
The Salukis are just playing tenacious D, and this Illinois State crowd does not like it. As you see, the clock down is winding down below 10. It's at 7 now.
Delagar just had to put it up. Not the same result as his friend Plank had earlier in the game. Missed the shot. It's going to be Saluki ball out of bounds.
Yep, that went off Onuku. He tried to get the rebound, but Shaw kind of bumped into him there. It went off Onuku, and now it'll be Saluki basketball.
Southern trying to add to this 9-point lead that they already have. As we mentioned earlier, when Illinois State holds an opponent to under 60, they're 8-2.
As you saw the other night, though, they definitely did not hold the Salukis under 60, and the Salukis still pulled it out.
And Falker, disrespecting Illinois State there, slamming it home. This Saluki defense not letting anybody get open right now. Delagar looks like he wants it. Fans wanted to shove, but they're not going to get it, and Salukis bring the ball up court.
Right now, I think they're going to be looking towards Falker. He's got the hot hand. He's got 12 points already. Instead, Tatum takes it in himself.
Nice job by Jamal there. And now it's turning into a little bit faster-paced game as Travis Wallace brings the ball up. Wallace went to Jennings High School, the same high school that former Saluki great Darren Brooks went to as well. And he's going to go from way back, and he's not going to get that one to fall. Shaw gets the board. Nice pass there to Falker, and they get the foul.
Right now, it looks like we have 2 Salukis in double figures. Tatum has 11, Falker has 12 points and 8 rebounds.
And we're gonna go back to a media timeout here as your Salukis of Southern Illinois are up by 13, 41-28. Go Dogs. Salukis up 41-28, and this one with 15 minutes to go, just 5 minutes into the second half of play.
And earlier, Matt, I was mentioning Randall Falker's stats. He's been having a great game. Actually, he's only missed 1 shot. He's 5 for 6 from the field, and that was early on. He's also gone 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. He's having a career game today.
His field goal percentage usually is around 50%, which is pretty good for a big man. He's definitely higher than that today. And as you watch this last nice drive by Jamal Tatum, just ignoring everybody else. And Falker is going to shoot free throws here. He makes the first. And he's been better than usual today from the free throw line as well, shooting around 70%. 100% tonight.
Continues that 100% streak, and now the Salukis are on a 6-0 run.
Mike Vandalo brings the ball up, and it's going to be kicked out of bounds by Matt Shaw. Shot clock at 28 seconds. Onuku inbounded the ball. State, it's been hard for them to find open players. Angelo thought about it and went farther in. It still misses the shot. Went for the higher percentage shot, but still couldn't get it to go.
Right now, the Redbirds have gotten away from using Greg Duegard. They got back to him at the end of the first half, and he had 5 points there. But now they've gotten away from him, and you can tell as the Salukis are ahead by 15.
That's a 3-second lane violation.
We had a 3-second lane violation called on Illinois State earlier in the game. Now the Salukis return the favor. Looked like Matt Shaw was into the key a little bit too long there, so they're going to turn the ball over.
For Greg Duegard.
Tony Young guarding tight man-to-man defense on Travis Wallace. And right now, Andy, Southern looks to be on pace to get about 60. And Brandon Holtz hits the 3 right there. 34% average on the season from beyond the arc. Hits that one. See what Southern does here to answer. Falker found Clemens, but he got the ball stripped from him in the middle. Illinois State trying to make a run of their own now here.
And we have some scores from you that might interest you. Northern Iowa ended up coming from behind and beating Drake 51-49 is your final.
Southern Illinois knows just how tough it is to play at Drake and Northern Iowa. They did it earlier on their last road swing that they had. Great games in the Valley, always lots of competition. Shaw spots up for the 3 again and misses. Falker gets the rebound. What a day he's been having.
That's Falker's 9th rebound. One more and he's got a double-double.
Almost got another rebound. And is that Clemens' 3rd foul now?
That is definitely Clemens' 3rd foul, and the Illinois State fans are loving it.
Jamal Foster comes into the game for Matt Shaw. He's going to take a seat. Shaw has been a key contributor to this Saluki team as the year has been going on.
Hey, if you don't have anything, dribble handoff this way.
This Redbird Arena silent for the most part right now as they're down by 12. And Levi Dyer, wide open, hits the 3.
It looks like that the Redbirds have a big man that can shoot the 3 themselves, Matt.
Yes, indeed.
That just might keep them in this game as the Redbirds are now on a 6-0 run.
That cuts the lead to single digits right now. SIU taking their time here, trying to find a good look. As they find Young, he spots up. And Tony, he's been doing pretty well at that, hitting the shots with the hands in his face. I asked him earlier how he keeps on doing it, and he just says concentration.
And he ends the Redbirds 6-0 run with that 3 there, which silences the Redbird crowd.
And the refs seem to be tightening up this game a little bit again, as the Salukis are starting to pull away. And that foul is going to be called on Jamal Foster. That is his 1st of the game.
We have a substitution. Jamal Tatum is coming out and is being replaced by Brian Mullins.
It's out of bounds to the Redbirds.
Mullins may be a freshman, but he sure doesn't play like one, Andy.
He definitely does not play like one. He plays like a very experienced sophomore, at least.
We talked about the great game that Falker's been having. It's encouraging that he's only a sophomore. As Falker gets the rebound.
Falker gets the rebound, and that puts him into double figures in rebounding, 12 and 10. He now has a double-double in the game.
Falker looking, he finds Clemens on the other end beyond the arc. Salukis running their motion offense, trying to find an open shot. And Tony Young says, why not? I made the last one, I'll try it again, but rims out.
He couldn't get it to go. He was feeling the hot streak. However, that didn't come off so hot.
That went off Tony Young, and we have another media timeout as your Southern Illinois Salukis up by 12 by the score of 46-34 over the Illinois State Redbirds. Southern Illinois comes back out onto the floor here with 11.5 minutes to play. as you can see, we have the Creighton Blue Jays coming up February 11th at 1 p.m. That, as always, should be a good one at the Quest Center. They have a brand new facility there. Great for the Creighton Blue Jays.
With under 12 minutes left to play, the Illinois State Redbirds are down by 12 here, trying to claw back and make anything that they can.
Clemens, the rest of the Saluki defense guarding hard. The pass too high for Vandalo. He was open on the other wing. They couldn't handle the pass. The pass was a little too high from Dana Ford. So it's going to be Saluki basketball.
Ford tried to do the cross-court pass, but a little too strong from the Saluki defense. Was just pressing him too much, so he tried to pass it too hard. Saluki basketball.
Ma Foster finds Clemens. Back to Mullins. The Saluki team trying to find a good shot here. Goes down low to Foster. Nice move, but can't get the ball to drop. It'll be Travis Wallace handling the ball.
Salukis looks like will stay in that zone defense.
Salukis playing nice, tough man-to-man here. Vandalo can't get the shot over Falker. He's been huge all game. Gets another board right there.
That is now 12 points, 11 rebounds for Randall Falker. Excuse me, 14 points, 12 rebounds.
And Tony Young gets the bucket to fall. That 14 is a suiting number, considering that's Falker's jersey number as well. Tony Young playing tough defense. Kicks it back out to Holtz. He can't get the three to drop. Gets his own rebound. Still can't get it to fall. And there, Illinois State got a timeout called in time, so it's still going to be their ball.
That was great realization by Porter Moser to call that timeout when Illinois State had possession on the floor.
And that will be a 20-second timeout with 9 minutes, 23 seconds to go in this game. Southern with a commanding 14-point lead with just 10 minutes left. And we all know that streak that Southern had. They had an 11-game winning streak there, and whenever they held their opponents to under 55, they always won. They look like they're right there right now, holding them to only 34 right now, Andy.
It definitely does look like they're on pace to do that. One big reason is their defense, and their offense has actually been playing pretty well. We have now 3 players in double figures, as we said earlier. Falker has 14 points, 12 rebounds. Tatum, 11 points. Young, with a few three-pointers, has now increased his lead to his point total to 14 points.
And Illinois State missed that three there, but they got the rebound. And they're going to reset here. Saluki's double teaming Plank. Plank looked a little uncomfortable there. Anuku with the ball. And they're going to call a reach-in foul right there on Matt Shaw.
Well, it looks like the Redbirds finally decided to get it into Dillinger, and he made Shaw pay. Shaw gets another foul called him. I think that's his second, maybe his third.
Shaw and Falker both just only sophomores. And we've seen Holtz get open. He was open there, but the pass was too far away. Holtz disagrees and thinks that a Saluki touched the ball. But as of right now, it's a backcourt violation. And they're not going to call it backcourt. And it's still going to be Illinois State ball.
I tell you what, Matt, Austin Brooks tried to play that up as much as he can. He knew it was tipped, but yet he was still pointing, and the fact that it was Saluki's basketball, but he just couldn't get it to go his way.
Illinois State. It's been hard for them all day to find people that are open, and Salukis have been getting what they call those cheap fouls that they call all night. They've been doing the little things like reach-ins and pushing the backs, things that you just can't do.
Cheap calls, chintzy, tic-tacs, whatever you might call them, they've been getting them called, and the Illinois State fans are happy because they're not used to seeing this tenacious defense, but the Salukis are a little disgruntled by it.
And Matt Shaw comes out of the game. Jamal Foster will sub in for him.
And right now we've been stuck at 48-34 for a while. The Salukis are on a three-point run, but neither team has really been able to get much going.
And I don't think the Salukis care if they don't score anymore as long as Illinois State doesn't. Falker not used to being out that high. Wisely gives the ball out to Tatum, and Brooks spots up for the three, and he got it to go. Brooks, not a very good three-point shooter, only 14% on the year, but he hits that one, and that's all that matters.
And now the Salukis are on a 6-0 run.
It's been a game of the runs for the Salukis this game. Had an 11-0 run earlier, now in a 6-0 run. Can't get that three to fall. And Vandalo stuffed by Falker. My, what a game he's had.
That is Falker's second block of the game to go along with 13 rebounds and 14 points.
Tatum works in the dribble, dishes it to Falker, but couldn't handle it, and they're going to have a 2-on-1 coming up here. Mullins trying to take the charge, but I think it's going to be a blocking foul. It'll be Southern's third team foul, or actually sixth team foul.
Mullins couldn't decide whether he wanted to foul or get back for the charge. He didn't get his feet set in time, and that's a charging foul.
And we're going to go to another media timeout. Southern Illinois up by 17, 51-34. And Andy, I understand that Greg Dilligard is the leading scorer for Illinois State right now.
Actually, Holtz is the leading scorer for Illinois State with 6. Dilligard has 5. He averages 10 points per game, and the Salukis have done a nice job neutralizing him today. He does have 5 points, 5 rebounds, and a block.
Dilligard averaging the only player on Illinois State that averages double digits in scoring. He's not even doing that so far this game. And it'll be Nidu Onuku going for the free throw, and that's his makes him 3 of 3 on the night so far. Tony Young comes back in for Austin Brooks.
And that free throw by Onuku breaks the Salukis 6-0 run that they had with a couple three-pointers by Young and Brooks.
And Austin should get some high fives there. I mean, he hit that big three just like he came into that Creighton game and got that big steal and that lay-in.
Looks like Onuku is going to have the foul called on him.
The refs have really tightened this game up in the past 3 to 4 minutes of this game.
Yeah, Onuku went in there after shooting his free throw to try to get the rebound and had the over-the-back called.
SIU beat the press quickly, but Tatum was covered too well to get it to Foster, and Mullins looked like he lost it there. It's still going to stay Southern Illinois ball. Porter Moser discussing things with the ref, trying to get some calls to go his way. Tatum comes off the screen and misses 3, but Falker with another rebound kicks it back out.
That is Falker's 13th board to go along with 14 points. As you see, Jamal Foster could not get it to go there.
And that's going to get the crowd back into this game. Foster wasn't expecting the pass. Dilligard right there slams the ball home. One of the few highlights that Illinois State's had.
And Dilligard goes in and slams it. Jamal Foster tries to get something but goes over the back. Instead gets the foul, and Dilligard will be going to the charity stripe to shoot 1. He has now 7 points in the game. That makes it 8.
Matt Shaw coming back into the game for Foster. Foster gave Shaw a little bit of a breather. 6 minutes, 40 seconds to play here in Normal, Illinois. Salukis up by 13.
Salukis are up by 13, but right now the Redbirds are on a 4-0 run of their own.
Ball kicked out to Young, and he does what he knows what to do. He's 3rd in career three-point percentage in Saluki history, showing why there. Puts the Salukis up by 16 again. Almost an insurmountable lead. Michael Cruz open. Ball rims out. Dana Ford gets the rebound. Looking for Mike Vandelo. Plank lost the ball, goes out of bounds. It'll be Southern Illinois ball.
An interesting factor for you, Matt. In the second half, well, dating back to that Falker lay-in at the end of the first half, the Salukis have outscored Illinois State 26-13.
That is pretty darn good right there. You outscore teams like that, double them up, you're usually going to win games. And Tatum picked up his foot there. The ref was right there to see it. Southern turns the ball right back over to the Redbirds. Vandelo to inbound the ball. We've seen a lot of players here for Illinois State today, Andy. They have used a lot of players, have a little bit more depth than the Salukis, but the Salukis have a little bit more quality of players.
They definitely do. The Salukis have a little bit more talent. The Illinois State Redbirds have not actually gotten Dilligard used in this game, which has surprised me. He's their best.
And Dana Ford gets open on the back door, gets the lay-in. That'll cut it to 14. But as the clock keeps on winding down, it keeps on looking more and more bleak for the Redbirds.
You see Dana Ford was playing good defense on Tony Young there as he got Young to bobble a little bit.
Falker comes off the screen and slams it home again, his second dunk of the night. He said, Dilligard, you're going to do a dunk? Oh, I could do one better.
That now puts Falker with 16 points and 13 rebounds.
And Saluki fans back home watching this game, getting a good look at what a team can do. Like Southern Illinois, who has good guard play, gets a good look at what they can do when they get a dominating performance from their big man like Falker right here. Gets the nice dunk right off of the screen. Illinois State, nobody back home to defend.
It looked like a foul should have been called on there on Dilligard as he tried to go up and block it. It looked like he might have got Falker on the arm, but no call.
Nevertheless, Vandelo to shoot free throws, and he misses his first. 4.5 minutes to go in the game, shortly approaching our last media timeout of the night. As you see Vandelo, we said earlier, he's averaged 10 points per game in his last 3, only has 5 tonight. Tony Young looking for somebody to get open, finds Mullins.
Mullins brought that up the court with intensity and brought it over to Jamal.
Ball went off of Tatum's foot, but Boyle recovers it. Mullins open, but doesn't want the shot. He was looking for somebody else to pass the ball to. Tatum can't get the shot to go with the hand in his face.
Tatum came over to get that pass from Mullins. Actually didn't see Falker was down on the block open.
We are now under 4 minutes to play, and that they're going to call that another charging. And Falker, that's the second charge he's gotten today. Now we're going to go to our last media timeout of the night. Southern Illinois dominating the Redbirds of Illinois State, 56-41.
And Matt, we have a final score that some Saluki fans might be interested in. The University of Illinois Illini took the Purdue Boilermakers 76-58, and that is final.
Definitely a score that Saluki fans enjoy to hear. Kind of hard for them to know who to root for. Both former Saluki coaches going up against each other. And the refs seem to be calling a foul. Looks like a hold.
We're not trying to.
That's going to be Nedu Onuku's 4th foul.
And Brandon Holtz is going to come back into the game for him. 20 Young to inbound. And Andy, if you're Southern Illinois right here, you just pretty much want to take time off the clock. You know you're going to win. It's pretty much a sure bet.
It's basically a sure bet. You're up by 15 with about 3.5 left to go. You just want to run out the clock unless you have an open shot, which Randall does, lays it in.
What a nice look by Mullins right there, going up for the shot, seeing that he couldn't get to go with the long arms of Dilligard. Finds Falker. Great vision. And it looks like they're going to call one there on Tony Boyle. Not a lot of happy not Saluki fans. There's many happy Saluki fans here right now that made the trip up from Carbondale, but not a lot of happy Redbird fans.
Not a lot of happy Redbird fans. And I tell you what, one guy they're unhappy with is Randall Falker right here as he makes that layup. That increases his point total to 18 points as he also has 13 rebounds.
Huge night for Falker. Illinois State gets the rebound there. Probably one of the only that Falker hasn't gotten all night. And he gets an extra one right there.
18 and 14.
Almost backcourt right there with Tony Young made it across. Illinois State, frustration maybe starting to boil over a little bit here. They got the reach in there on Greg Dilligard.
It's the 17th foul. That puts Southern in the bonus.
And that is the 17th foul on the Redbirds, so the Salukis will be in the bonus, shooting 1-1 here. Jamal, a 77% free throw shooter, gets that one to go. He'll get another try. Salukis up by 18 now.
Jamal has had good guard play here today. He's had 12 points and 5 assists.
And the Salukis are approaching that magic number. They're at 59 right now. We said earlier, they're Illinois State 0-8 when a team scores over 60 points. They're at the 60 barrier right now with 3 minutes to play in the game.
Right now the Salukis are on a 4-0 run. Mullins gets the steal, Plank gets the foul.
And at this point, it wouldn't make much sense to be Illinois State and foul. You're down by a whole lot. Might as well just take the loss. And
you're down by 19 with about 2.5 left to play. Unless you're the San Antonio Spurs, if you will, you're not going to score 19 points in 2.5 minutes.
As we said earlier, the Salukis are in the 1-1. Mullins only a 59% free throw shooter, and he misses that one. Vandelov says, why not? I'll try one. Doesn't get it to go. Falker with another rebound.
Once again, another rebound. He now has 18 and 15. 15 rebounds.
That has to be one of the most dominant performances by a Saluki big man in a long time.
It definitely does. And they're going to call a carry on the Salukis. It'll be Illinois State basketball.
Austin Brooks and Jamal Foster coming in for Randall Falker and Tony Young. All these Saluki fans should be standing right now, giving them a good round of applause. They both played their hearts out, especially Falker.
All the Salukis have played their hearts out right now. You see the reserves on the floor. Austin Brooks, Brian Mullins. Actually, you can't really call Mullins a reserve, but Tony Boyle, Jamal Foster, and Wesley Clemens all getting a chance to play within the last 2 minutes.
Mullins fell down there, and things just aren't going Illinois State's way. That ball rimmed out. Looked like it was going to go in. Dana Ford gets that one to fall for him. And the Salukis came into this game. Whenever Brian Mullins started the game, they were 14-3. Looks like they're going to improve that record to 15-3 when Mullins starts.
It definitely does.
And I think Mullins is going to be going to the line again to shoot some free throws. The 9th team foul. So if Illinois State fouls one more time, SIU will be in the double bonus. We said Mullins was a 50% free throw shooter, 59 to be exact. Let's see if he can get his second one of the night to go. And he does.
Mullins gets that to go and adds to his point total of 1.
We haven't heard his name called very much today besides on the defensive side of the floor. But he got himself on the board. 1:50 to play here at Redbird Arena in Normal, Illinois. Southern Illinois breaking that 60-point barrier we talked about earlier. Illinois State hadn't won a game when a team scores more than 60, and it looks like it's going to stay that way tonight.
And now, Matt, we have a Kyle Smith-Peters sighting as he came in for freshman Brian Mullins, but we see it. Nice defensive hustle there by Tony Boyle, but it's still going to be Illinois State's ball.
And this is about the time of the game that I would come into play in high school for basketball when the game wasn't on the line. That was me.
Well, with the couple of Mullins free throws, the Salukis have broken the 60-point barrier, and it looks as if Illinois State is going to fall to 0-9 when holding their opponent, or when their opponent scores more than 60 points, Matt.
Cruz makes his first free throw. Just a minute and a half to play in this game. And he gets the second one to fall after it rimmed around a little bit. Illinois State still pressing, even when they're down by 17. Peters with the ball.
Almost committed a backcourt violation there, but Clemens kept it intact. I don't know about the call with fouling here. There's only a $1:22 left. It's 62 to 45, but yet the Redbirds are still fouling. Why don't you just let us, or I'm sorry, let the Salukis play it out?
I think that's a little part of the never say die attitude that Porter Moser has instilled in this team. Like we mentioned earlier, they have the second best defense in the conference. Illinois State not used to going up against this type of defense. They're used to doing it to other people. Tonight, they got it pulled around on them.
Definitely tonight, Porter Moser was fed his own medicine by the Salukis defense. He didn't like it too much.
And the last game Southern played, Illinois State had 44 points. They have 45 right now. Score of their last game at the SIU Arena was 56-44. Southern up 63 to 45 right now. Game definitely out of reach for the Illinois State Redbirds. The Salukis next. After this game finishes up against Illinois State, will go up against Creighton on that road trip on February 11th that we've been talking to you about. They're going to host Indiana State and travel to Wichita State. That game will be on ESPN2. I definitely hope that at least some Saluki fans will be able to travel out to that game. And they get the free throws to go. 17 points still the deficit. Clemens looking to inbound it, and he does to Brooks. Illinois State continues their pressure. And Eric Vienne comes into the game, and he was going in for the layup, and he gets fouled. Diener is also one of those players that Illinois State has that is from the continent of Africa. He is from Cameroon. So with just a minute left to play, Tony Boyle going out of the game. Brian Mullins coming in. Diener has no points on the night so far, looking to get his first. And he misses that free throw. Still searching for his first point of the game. And he misses that one as well. And it looks like it's going to stay there and be Illinois State ball. Holtz to inbound. And Holtz gets the ball back and he drains the three. Clemens loses the ball. Diener recovers it. Holtz again for three. Can't get it to go. And they're going to call traveling on Illinois State. But 46 seconds left to go in the game. Southern inbounds the ball to Smith-Peters and they foul him. Smith-Peters is 1 for 8 on the season in free throws. One for 1 tonight. Averaging about a point per game, and since they're in a double bonus, he's going to get another shot. It's actually 1 for 1 in the season, not on the night. Let's see if he could keep that 1 point average per game up right here. And he doesn't, but Wesley Clemens gets the board, kicks it out to Mullins. Salukie's passing the ball around right now, just trying to eat the time off of the clock. Clemens open. Ball is going to go out of bounds. Still SIU ball. 34 seconds remaining. Salukie's up by 14 points.
Timeout, Southern.
And it looks like Southern Illinois will call a timeout.
30-second timeout.
30-second timeout here. Grant. And we'd like to remind you that support for this program comes from First Cellular of Southern Illinois and Old National Bank, the Southern Illinois Collegiate Common Market, Saluki Central, the Furniture King, Vogler Motor Company, Trace Hombres, Banterra Bank, the SIU Alumni Association, 710 Bookstore, and the Saluki Connection, your area Anheuser-Busch distributors, D&G Venegoni Distributing, Golden Eagle Distributing, and Venegoni Horel Distributing, LLC, and by SI Cosmetic and Family Dentistry. Wesley Clemens looking to inbound the ball, finds Brian Mullins, and they're going to just dribble the ball out here. Doesn't look like Illinois State's going to foul anymore. Shot clock, they're going to have to take a shot, though, because they have 14 seconds left on the shot clock, 22 seconds on the game clock. Southern looking to get their 9th conference win, and they're going to be doing that just shortly. As another foul is called. Holtz fouls again. Mullins, 2 of 3 from the line. And he gets that one to go. And the Salukis are in the driver's seat now with just 14 seconds left to play. 65-49 Salukis. Holtz jacks up another 3 and hits it. Cuts the lead to 13. And time is going to wind down here at Southern Illinois. The Salukis beat the Illinois State Redbirds 65-52. They scored over 60 points and they win. Randall Falker, 15 rebounds on the night, 18 points. Illinois State leaving in disgust. Falker, 18, like I said. Young with 17. Jamal Tatum with 13. Matt Shaw with 9. Chris Lowry has to be a happy man. Southern Illinois Salukis get their 9th win of the conference season, improve to 16-5 on the year, while the Illinois State Redbirds fall to 8-11 on the season, 3-8 in the Missouri Valley Conference. Wesley Clemens, as we said earlier, he had 1 point. Jamal Tatum, 13, 1 rebound, 5 assists for Jamal on the night. Mullins with 2 assists. He averages about 3 a game. Falker, we talked about his points and his rebounds. He did well. Smith-Peters didn't get any points today, but he got some playing action. SIU field goal percentage, they were 47% in the first half, 45% in the second. 72% from the free throw line. Indiana State 37%, 33% from three-point line, and 63% from the free throw line. That is totals right there, 65-52. Tony Young was 5 of 10 from three-point range tonight. Jamal Foster looked a little bit more comfortable than he usually did. He put in some quality minutes for the Salukis. As did Austin Brooks. He came in, made a nice 3. Tatum, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. All in all, the Salukis can't complain. They come out winners in this one. As you see right here, Matt Shaw making a nice big 3 right there. Randall Falker gets the lay-in, and before we leave tonight, we would like to thank everyone behind the scenes that makes all this possible. They got here early in the morning, and they've been working hard all night. So, as we saw tonight here at Normal, Illinois, Southern Illinois Salukis win 65-52. For Andy Waterman, I am Matt Bierman saying goodbye and go Dogs.